Alright, Liberty City, this is your talk radio show Chatterbox, where your opinion matters. Let's go to the phones. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Hey, you ever had possum? That's some good eating.
Nah, I can't really say that I have.
Hell, you gotta try it sometime. I tell you, man, it's good eating. Possums, raccoons, even zebra meat. Cooks up pretty good.
Do you have anything else to say, or...
Pigeons. Pigeons are good, too. Sometimes they come with notes attached. It's like a fortune cookies with wings. Squirrels is not so good. They taste like goldfish. Meat's real stringy. You know what I mean?
Actually, I can't say that I do, but if I did eat too much squirrel and put on a few extra pounds, I use a Dormatron. Unlike those other exercise machines that require you to be awake, the Dormatron actually exercises you overnight. Let's hear more about it. Alright, next caller, you're on Chatterbox. What is on your mind?
Turnips, root vegetables. You know, albino carrots that they're known back home.
Okay, here's the deal. This isn't Gardening with Maurice. That's on later.
No, he got taken off the air. He lied, I know he did. I've been trying to make a hybrid of a peach and a Pekingese midget fighting bitch for the last 2 years, and it is impossible. Impossible, I tell ya.
You know, there's never a dull moment on this show, especially if you're on our key demographic. Love media, bringing people and the finest entertainment together. Alright, hello, next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
I want to talk about the spank stuff. People say it's bad for you. It's not bad for you at all. Why are you talking? Oh, you think I'm strange? Am I on the air? Hello? Answer me, you pansy.
What's your question?
Spank, 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 spanks!
What about it? I mean, it's not really a question. Questions usually start with words like how and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me. I know where you work. You're just like all the rest.
How's that?
Word is evil, dude. And toothpaste, these just control us. Why do you think all the commercials tell you brush twice a day? I've read books.
And what books have you been reading that tells you that toothpaste is evil?
Dentures, the Devil, and the Great Cavity Cover-Up by J. Philip Higginbottom. And if you've seen what I've seen, and you've heard what I've heard, you never brush your teeth again.
I suppose you're one of those people that says diet soda makes you go crazy in later than life.
I told you before, man. Don't mock me. My taxes pay your salary, you pansy.
Sir, this is a commercial radio station owned by Love Media. Advertising revenue pays my salary. And on that note, it's been a full 2 minutes since a commercial, and I like to say if anyone is stressed, might I recommend Equinox from Zaibatsu Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back after these important messages.
Sell out!
Alright, we're back on Chatterbox. Call us on the chatter line and tell us what's on your mind. Line 4, you're on Chatterbox.
Liberty City Cocks rule!
That's lovely, thanks. Next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
The last guy was full of crap. Everyone knows women's are made from sand.
Okay, great. Another lunatic. Hello, next caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah, you were talking about short guys and attitudes. Well, you know you'd have an attitude, too, if you couldn't reach the friggin' cheesy swirls at the grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it seems like the whole world's against you, You know,
we're not talking about you. What kind of egomaniac are you? You got your own show. How about letting other people talk for a change? You're all the same, you giants. Oh, I'm tall. I'm so important. Listen to me talk about my tall stuff. I think I'll put this on the top shelf. Hey, what's the weather like down there? How's it going, short stuff? Can you get that? You're closer. Why so sad, Pee-wee? Who do you think you are? Short people are people, too.
Alright, another award-winning show on Chatterbox. Today we're talking about anything, it seems. If you have something to say about anything at all, call now. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah, hi. Love the show. Love hearing people's opinions. That's what makes this country great. People and opinions. And stuff. Most of all, guns. I had it with people writing about guns kill people. Guns don't kill people. Death kills people. Ask a doctor as a medical fact. You can't die from a bullet. You could die from a cardiac arrest or organ failure or a major hemorrhage. Small piece of metal ain't the problem. Besides, I only use my machine gun in the safety of my own home and car. I ain't hurting nobody. A country that don't have guns ain't American.
You know, that's really a good point. Countries that don't have guns aren't American. You know, if more people had guns, we had less shootings in this country. Alright, we're going on here to line 2. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about taxes.
You mean the Lone Star State?
No, taxes. Well, look, taxes are really wrong. My father worked his whole life. He played the lottery. And now the state wants to pay taxes on the money he wins from that stuff? Buy your own lottery ticket, hey!
Good point. I think that's a lesson to us all. Alright, hello. You're on Chatterbox.
Hello, Laszlo. I'm a first-time caller. I recently moved to Liberty City, New Hampshire, in England.
Oh, really? How do you like it? I mean, is it hard to get used to the language? You speak English pretty good.
Oh, thank you, Laszlo. Yes, I do like it here. There's one thing, though, that's very different and rather worrying. When I was a boy in England, I had a nanny. She was very strict, Laszlo.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's excellent childcare here in America, you know.
Well, I'm sure. But the thing is, Laszlo, when I was a naughty boy, I would get spanked. Nanny would spank me when I was naughty. And now Freddy needs a nanny, because when Freddy's naughty, he needs to get spanked.
Well, there's some child psychologists who probably say that spanking can be harmful to a child's emotional development.
Absolute rot, Laszlo. It's lovely. Freddy needs a nanny. He needs a nanny, Laszlo, because Freddy has been a very naughty boy.
How old is your son?
Excuse me?
How old is your son?
I don't have children. I can't stand the little brats. But Freddy needs a nanny.
All right, that's enough of him. God, who gives this guy a green card? This is Chatterbox. We're talking about short guys, nannies, taxes, and anything sane you'd like to bring to the party. Hello, you're on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I was listening to this caller about taxes. His views are a little extreme. How do you expect to be a responsible member of society if you don't understand how the government spends your money? Why are people afraid of numbers? Sine and cosine are two of the elegant, incredible discoveries of humanity. I mean, the Cartesian coordinate system has an element of power I find invigorating and even sexy, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
Okay, thanks for calling. Now that we've lost 98% of our audience, let's reward the other 2% with a commercial. When we come back, we'll have a special studio guest. Special because he advertises on this radio station. Remember, it is not a conflict of interest if we own all the radio stations in town. We'll be right back after this message. And now it's my great pleasure to welcome Fernando Martinez, who it says here is the founder of Fernando's New Beginnings, a revolutionary new way of saving your marriage. Fernando, welcome. The pleasure is mine, Laszlo. It is an honor to be here. I feel blessed. Thanks. So tell me about Fernando's New Beginnings. Truly, Laszlo, it is a miracle, a blessing. It is a revolution in the marriage guidance. For many people, marriage is, sacred. The bond between the father and the mother. It is made in heaven, and in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. I think so. For my people, it is the holiest, most sacred thing imaginable, like a church. Yet, for it to be a happy marriage, it must also be like a brothel. The woman, she must be many arts. The skill of making house, cooking, changing the diapers of the baby. And she must also be a whore, a vixen in the bedroom, imaginative, exotic, constantly fresh. It is impossible. You change diapers, then you become a French maid? Fernando thinks not. Fernando knows not. Well, I mean, it's an age-old problem. I mean, how do you keep the excitement in the marriage? Excitement, exactly. Passion, danger. How, Laszlo, how? Tell me how, and I'll give you a big kiss, like I give a woman. But I am not going to give you a big kiss. Not like a kiss like I do a woman, or even a donkey, because you do not know. Well, I mean, in this case, ignorance kind of seems like bliss. I really wasn't up for kissing on air, or why not, Laszlo? Am I not attractive? Am I not irresistible, even to you? Well, no matter. Why is all this about kissing? I mean, you brought it up. No, my friend. You say you not want to kiss me. I was talking how to say, hypothetically, you make me all personal. It is a big difference. If I say, imagine your wife was ugly, you can nod your head. But if I say, hey Laszlo, your wife, she looks like yesterday's dinner after I eat, you're not so happy. It is a big difference, my friend. Anyway, the marriage is impossible, Laszlo. If a man was born an angel, maybe it's possible. But a man is born a man, and a man with needs. He needs a woman that tucks his babies into bed, but for his bed, he needs something else. Something magical. A dream. Sueño. So he starts flirting with his secretary, he takes her out for a drink, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, he's found all kinds of uses for the office furniture. Exactly, Laszlo. I know what you are like. I see it in your eyes. A wanderer, a dreamer, a man who has needs. But yet, I can save you, and I can save your marriage. My marriage doesn't need saving. Hey, you're the one mentioning all the pretty assistant and the office furniture in the Akalamba, my friend. Listen, Laszlo, and listen very closely. Your marriage is a gift. It is a present from above. You are a man. I think we see by now you are no angel. I can save you. For when the man, he sees number wife all fat, all ugly, with the dirty diapers, and the dirty babies, and the scrubbing brush, who knows what else? He's not thinking marriage bad. He's thinking about what you're thinking about your pretty assistant. And we already know that, see? Go on. But Laszlo, what if you act out this fantasy for your little secretary with the short skirt and the pretty eyes and the come here and delish smile? And then what, my friend? What then? I get a sexual harassment suit. If you are lucky, Laszlo, my friend. But you, more likely, your marriage is ruined, Laszlo. Your sweetheart, she hates you. Your pretty secretary, she wants you to be her man. You're back to square one. My friend, you and 1,000 men like you. For me, once it was so. But then one day, I was driving my car, and then I realized, Fernando, you are blessed. You are a miracle. 1,000 miracles rolled into one. You have saved the marriage, and you saved the man. You don't put the marriage first, and you don't put the man first. Maybe we call it man marriage. But then I think to myself, no, this is a bad name. It sounds really dumb. And then I think we call it Fernando's New Beginnings, because that is what it is. A new beginning, Laszlo. So how does this work? It is the miracle, Laszlo, a miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of the bread, 6.5 days a week. On the spare half day, I save his life. How? By giving him what he needs in a controlled environment. I give him passion. What, with you? That kind of sounds like a limited market. Laszlo, you're very prejudiced. I do not like that. But no, not with me. Passion for life, passion for love, passion for women, which he can take home to his wife, of course. What, so you act like a pimp? Not a pimp, little man, a savior. In a controlled environment, I introduce the man to a pleasure he has lost, to the miracles of the world. And truly, the results are remarkable. With my unique counseling, 1,000 marriages have been saved. 1 million more could be saved. Every day. And do the wives know about this? In their hearts, Laszlo, they know they have been saved. Okay. We're going to open up to the phones. If you got any questions for Fernando Martino's Exotic Marriage Guidance Made Easy, ring us now. Hey, cool. We have a caller on line 1. Caller, you're on Chatterbox.
Hi, Laszlo. Hi, Fernando. My name is Jerry, and I'm a first-time caller. And I just want to say, hey, Laszlo, you're really tough on Fernando back there. I'll tell you one thing. He is a miracle worker. He saved my marriage, and I married a bus of a woman. Now I don't feel sick every time I open my eyes.
See, Laszlo? You see? I remember Jerry so well. He came in, he's like a broken man, but a half a man, a ma, if you will. He has no in anymore, and his marriage is killing him. Where is the passion? She is gone, replaced by ugliness. You see, Laszlo, Mrs. Jerry, she is not a pretty lady. She is more like an offensive lion, a tiger, big and hairy, but fertile. She gives Jerry 5 kids, and she is even bigger. Now she is like a whole offensive lion. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in his marriage. He is ashamed of this wonderful lady, and who bears him so many young. Then he comes to me and cries, Fernando, save my marriage. I love my wife, even though she is a fat porker. And I say, Jerry, you are a man. It is a man's duty to love his wife, even if she looks like a farmhouse. Now, Jerry's is saved. By sleeping with other women. Whatever it takes to save a beautiful union. A blessing. A beautiful union by an adulterer and Queen Kong. That's great. So, who's on the line now?
Hi, Laszlo. This is Janice. I love the show, and I always wanted to call in. But you have offended me today. What's all this gutter trash you have on the show?
Hey, Janice, I share your anxiety. The studio kinda forced them on me. Hey, you watch yourself, mister. And you, Janice, why are you so ugly? Your husband, he's not make you happy?
No, he's an idiot and a jerk.
Well, he's probably a good daddy. And you sound very pretty. Angry and a little bit of a know-it-all, but a very pretty lady. This is the thing, Laszlo. The women, they think the new beginnings is only for men, but no. It is for women, too. For Janice, if her husband gets into new beginnings, he thinks that you are wonderful all over again. And, in an extreme case, maybe she'd come to work for me. And she get this new beginning herself. She discovered the excitement and the passion all for herself. Listen, Janice, you call me cinco, novidos. Listen, don't try to pimp out my listeners. That is a very ugly word, a travesty. I work miracles, senor, not pimping. I save, I give the passion back. And you better watch yourself, buddy, because for my people, we take these insults very seriously. And then you're no longer Mr. Talk Show. You're Mr. Who Cut Out My Tongue. Who are you people anyway? Which exotic location do you come from? I am Latin. Latin's a pretty big place there, buddy. We're in Latin. I do not need to listen to these insults. I have pride. I have a calling. Many are called, but few are chosen, my friend. And I was called and chosen to work a miracle. So, where were you called from, Fernando? from off state, okay? You happy, money, now? I'm not real Latin, but I provide real Latin pat. I work miracles every day. Listen, wives, children, if your husband, if your daddy, if he's not happy, send it to me, Fernando. In exchange for a few hours a week, I could give you the world. Get off, get lost. You're some chief pimp from upstate. Get out of my studio. I serve your daddy. I serve your husband. It is a miracle. Get out of here. It's a miracle.